None of the training you're about to see be attempted unless under expert supervision.
8 Brainees, 1 challenge. To use complex mass of 100 billion cells we call brain for chance to win Brain-Jitsu black brain belt. This is Brain-Jitsu. Born in Lancashire, trained in Japan, with mind as sharp as samurai sword. He is Brain Master. He is the sensei.
Konnichiwa, and welcome to Brain-Jitsu. Mental training specially designed to boost brain power and focus. My trainees, or Brainees, have been following a basic programme of training in the comfort of their own home. A brain-boosting routine of exercise, sleep, and enough fruit and veg to stock a greengrocer's.
I've been training my brain with computers, so I'm really ready.
I hope I win. I hope I've done enough to sort of get to the end.
I'm going to win the black belt because I'm the best.
Now my Brainees must put their training into practice by testing a part of the brain we use every day.
Level 1. Yellow vault.
Take a look at all these chocolates. Yummy. But how many white rabbits are there? If you got 6, then congratulations. You've just used your occipital lobes. This area, the seeing part of our brain, allows us to recognise and separate images from each other. The 7 Brainees who use their occipital lobes the best will be allowed to enter my Brain-Jitsu dojo, where their training will continue. The one who fails will be left outside. Oh, feel the burn.
Enter the dojo!
Our Brainees must answer 4 questions by studying the shapes on the board in front of them. Get the questions right and they'll be left with a 4-digit code, which they must then use to unlock a piece of brain and secure their place in the dojo. But with only 7 pieces of brain and 8 Brainees, one of either our, Sahar, Baba, Lucy, Liviu, Kirstin, Sam or Ben will be left outside and eliminated. A bang of the gong reveals the 4 questions. How many stars are there? How many green triangles are there? How many rectangles are there? How many orange triangles have the number 5 on them? The answer our Brainees are looking for is 4233. First off her stool is Lucy, but has she got the right code, or has she jumped too soon? Hot on her heels are Sahar, Ben and Sam. And with 7 Brainees now working on all 7 pieces of brain, it's our who's been left at the noodle bar. Quickly joined by Lucy, who did go too soon. And faster than you can say foam-filled futon, Sam and Ben unlock their piece of brain and become the first to make it into the dojo. A quick reminder, that code our Brainees are searching for is 4233, as there are 4 stars, 2 green triangles, 3 rectangles, and 3 orange triangles with the number 5 on them. Come on, Brainees, work those occipital lobes. With 3 more Brainees now also through, that just leaves Sahar, Awa and Baba to fight it out for the last 2 places in the dojo. Sahar reckons she's now finally got that code. Will she open her lock this time? Oh yes! And while Baba continues to scan the board, Awa's also off her stool with what she thinks is the right combination. And this time she makes no mistake. Which means that Awa's in and Baba's out. While 7 have proven themselves worthy of entering the dojo and continuing their brain training, for Baba, it's the end of the road.
It went wrong when I miscalculated how many rectangles there were. Part of me was really unhappy, but I've tried.
So with 6 levels to go, it's time for Sam, Ben, Kirstin, Lucy, Liviu, Sahar and Awa to receive their yellow brain belts.
I'm very relieved because when I went, I was like proper nervous. I was very, very scared. I was shaking.
I'm quite amused to get through first. It was good, but I reckon I'm going to win. I don't think yellow's my colour. Maybe black, you know.
Brain-Jitsu.
In this next level of training, things are going to get really hard.
Level 2, orange belt.
We do things every day without even thinking about it, like throwing a ball. But next time you're with your mates, try throwing it with the arm you wouldn't normally use. Yeah, a lot more difficult, isn't it?
If you manage to do that, you're using part of your brain that deals with problem solving, the frontal lobes. And that's what level 2 is all about. Taking something you normally do without thinking and doing it differently. Work it! To prepare them for using their frontal lobes in the next challenge, my Brainees are gonna need some training.
Room of mental nourishment.
This is the room of mental nourishment, where our young hopefuls will train their brains between every task. The more seriously they take their training, the better prepared they'll be for the challenges that lie ahead. And in level 2, that challenge is all about getting their brains to think in a new way.
Brain training. Write the name of the brainy you think will win the black belt. Write backwards using the hand you don't normally write with.
By having to do something they'd normally do without even thinking, our Brainees are really going to have to work their frontal lobes. Starting with who's who.
What's your name? It's on the tag.
Nice tactic, Sam. Make sure everyone can see that name tag and perhaps they'll vote for you.
Yeah, because he's won the first round.
Yeah.
There's one vote.
Sam's name because I think he might win since he was first last time.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well, because he went first in the first one.
Yeah.
Holy karaoke. Does anyone not think Sam's going to win the black belt?
Lucy will get the black belt because she tried first, so that means she's quite quick and she's quite confident.
Looks like it says yuck
from upside down.
Ooh, ouch. Time for a training tip.
Picture the world in front of you before you write it. Think about each individual letter.
If you want to work your frontal lobes, try writing backwards at home like Kirstin is right now. It will help improve your all-round focus.
Who got the most votes?
Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Sam. Yeah.
I got none.
Good for you. And I'm yuck, apparently. Thanks for that, Sam.
No, it's mess.
I am...
Weevil. Well, it was like a confidence boost when I had all the votes. Well, not all the votes, but most of the votes. But it's a bit of pressure as well.
So, can Super Sam cope with the pressure of being top dog? And will Liviu's lack of votes affect his confidence? It's time to find out as our 7 Brainees now put their frontal lobe training to the test. Guardian of the dojo and task adjudicator the Shihan will now demonstrate the level 2 challenge.
Touchy-feely boxes.
Inside 7 boxes is hidden item, 5 of which match with item on shopping list. Brainees must take in turns to reach into each box and guess what inside. Not by looking, but by feeling. If they think that item matches with one on list, they must try to remember number of box it is in. Once Brainee have felt all 7 boxes, then have 15 seconds to identify which box they are in. Brainee with least number of correct answer will be eliminated from dojo.
My Brainee tip for this task is to focus on just the items on the list and mentally tick them off as they feel each box. Work those frontal lobes.
If you want to know what our Brainees don't, here's what's on their shopping list today. In blue box number 2 we have spaghetti. Orange box 5 hides an apple. In yellow box 6 we have jelly. A banana is in purple box number 4. And in green box number 3, grapes. But there's also 2 distractions for her Brainees. In pink box number 1 are maggots, and in red box number 7, some peas. And if all that wasn't enough to make our Brainees think differently, you'll also have noticed we've jumbled up the box numbers. 3, 2, 1, it's go on the gong. Brainees have just 5 seconds to identify each item before moving on to the next box. Not being able to see the items, the challenge is to use their training to think in a new way. Their hands must become their eyes as they focus solely on their sense of touch. So, has Super Sam worked out that he's found an apple? Have Kirstin's frontal lobes told her that she's touching a banana? And can Lucy remember that the grapes are in box number 3? Ours found those maggots, and she don't look happy. Come on, Sam, it's not going to bite. And if you don't touch that apple, Liviu, how will you know what it is? After touching those maggots, Awa has become totally freaked out about going anywhere near the other boxes. Can she remember her training and keep her focus? Time's up. Our Brainees have 15 seconds to work out their answers. Here's that list again. And here are the box numbers. There's the final gong. So, who's benefited from the training and allowed their brains to think in a new way? Super Sam matched all 5 items with the correct box. As did Ben. And cool Kirstin. Lucy, though, only managed to match the 1 item. And with Liviu and Sahar both matching 3 items each, it all hangs on Awa and whether her panic got the better of her. But incredibly, she also matched 3 items on her list, which means that it's Lucy who must hand over her yellow brain belt and leave the dojo.
Walk of eternal regret.
I think the problem was I just was under pressure, so I didn't make sure I had the correct answers when I was checking them.
So with 5 levels to go, it's Sam, Ben, Kirstin, Liviu, Sahar and Awa who line up for their orange brain belts.
The maggots, they were like boys. You know what I mean, yeah. That's basically boosted my confidence a whole lot more because I was first to get into the dojo and I was also got top marks, 5 out of 5 in the touchy-feely contesty thingy.
I know Sam's really confident and I know he wants to win, but I would say good luck because he's got no chance at all. I will completely thrash him.
Brain-Jitsu. Brainy, not so brainy.
Who's the clever clogs and whose brain needs a lot more training? The Goggle Box, what an invention. And it's all down to this geezer from Body Scotland, Mr. John Logie Baird. John was too ill to fight in the First World War, so he spent 10 years tinkering with electronics until bingo!
Bingo!
He goes and discovers a way of sending pictures through thin air, and TV was born. Truly visionary. Oi, look, it's John Logie Baird again. Did you know that before he invented television, he faffed around trying to make diamonds by heating graphite? That's the stuff you get in pencils. So, did it work? Did it heck? He cut off Glasgow's power supply. Are you grit numpty? Brainy John Logie Baird. Not so brainy, John Logie Baird.
Brain-Jitsu.
Competition in Brain-Jitsu Dojo hotting up. Only 6 Brainy now remain to battle it out under watchful eye of Shihan. Super Sam, winner of first 2 level. Ben, hot on his heel.
I will completely thrash him.
Cool Kirstin, calm under pressure. Awa, lucky to get through last task.
I don't think yellow's my colour. Maybe black?
Liviu. And steady, Sahar. Challenge is about to get even tougher. Only 2 Brainees will make final test. Table of supreme focus. Where must move ball with power of mind for chance to win. Brain-Jitsu black brain belt is time for level 3. Result.
Now, we all like to chat, but did you know that using words to communicate is one of the main reasons why our brains have grown so incredibly powerful? And that having a conversation exercises both halves of the brain. Now, if all that's doing your head in, allow me to explain. Imagine you're on a movie set where each crew member is focusing on their own particular job, but the director, he has to be aware of what everyone's doing. It's the same with the brain. There's the left half, which deals with the details.
And there's the right half, which looks at the overall picture.
This next level of training strengthens my Brainees' focus by working one half of their brain under pressure. Hey, pump it up!
Room of mental nourishment.
It's our Brainees' second visit to the room of mental nourishment, where once again they'll train for the next challenge, which, remember, is all about using the 2 halves of the brain to communicate.
Brain training. Get into 2 groups. One group describes the picture in front of them, the other group draws it.
So, while the girls use the right side of their brain to explain how to draw the teddy bear, the boys must use the left side of their brain to interpret the girls' instructions. Steady Sahar kicks things off.
Curved line from the 2 points.
E4 and E3 and E4. Same.
Yeah.
So like over the circle.
No, not over the circle, on top of the circle.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, and on top of that curved line, draw a
But her instructions are getting more and more unclear, and Ben's as lost as a tourist in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Sahar tries again.
You see on E3 and E4, don't do the circle in the middle.
Don't.
Yeah, don't.
We've already done 1 on E3.
Okay, just cross that out.
Okay, go on. Oh, okay, I think we've done this a bit wrong.
I'll say.
Do you know what it is yet?
No.
Glasses.
No.
Oh dear, time for a training tip.
Use short, clear instructions. Imagine yourself hearing them.
Yeah, and also when you tell us an instruction, don't go back to the previous one and then tell us something else about that, because we just lost you.
You tell them, son. You see, the girls must imagine exactly what information the boys need, because good communication is all about putting yourself in someone else's shoes.
In F3, in the middle of F3, draw a small circle.
We've done that.
It's not linked to anything else, it's just in the middle.
Yeah, we've lost you. We don't know what on earth you're saying anymore. We are completely...
Come on, girls, remember that training tip.
Can you guess what it is?
Doesn't look like anything.
Oh my
gosh. Isn't
that is a top really?
Oh, does it dark?
What is that? It looks nothing like a teddy bear, does it?
No.
That went very, very badly. I didn't know where they got the diamond from, because we told them curved lines.
Don't know what they're talking about, just because when they gave us instructions, it was wrong.
I tried to give really good instructions, but obviously they're not very good at listening.
Can our Brainees improve their communication skills in time for the next task? It's time to find out as our 6 now put their training to the test.
Barrel tip, do maths quick.
This is test of communication skill. So, 6 Brainees must first divide into teams of 2 by drawing chopsticks. Quickly as possible, team must tip over 6 barrels containing numbers that go together to make sum. Pairs need to decide who is guider, who is tipper. As tippers will be blindfolded, they will be relying on guider to help them find barrel. Once all 6 have been tipped, Brainees stop clock by shouting Brain-Jitsu. Quicker they upend barrels, more time to pick up number and make sum. When Brainee happy with answer, hit gong. First 2 teams to work out correct answer will get green belt and advance to next level. 1 Brainee from losing team will be eliminated.
The key to success here is for the guider to use the right side of their brain to follow their teammates' progress and give them clear instructions. For their partner, it's vital they use the left side of their brain to focus on these instructions and nothing else.
First to put their communication training to the test are Steady Sahar and Ben. Given Ben wasn't too impressed with Sahar during training, how will the two work together as a team?
Okay, take one step forward. Okay, put your arm up. Move it left a bit. Move your arm, yeah.
The pair get off to a shaky start.
No, the other way, that's back a bit.
Sahar confusing her left with her right.
There, pull. Take 2 steps forward.
But then their training kicks in and the pair begin to speed up.
Then tip. 1 step right. Arm up. Tip. There. Move 2 steps right. Tip. Flip Brain-Jitsu.
Eventually stopping the clock in 1 minute 27 seconds. How much time it's earned them to find their numbers, we'll have to wait and see. Next up are the boys, Super Sam and Liviu.
Now put your arm up, tip hard.
With Sam doing the guiding, Liviu is obviously benefiting from his partner's clear instructions.
Move forwards, tip. Go to the left, tip. Brain-Jitsu.
Their last barrel tip, the boys stop the clock in 1 minute 30 seconds. Just 3 seconds slower than the blue team. Last to go are cool Kirstin and Awa.
Put your arm up and tip. 2 steps forward.
Of all our Brainees, Kirstin is the only one using the left side of her brain to give precise instructions, telling Awa exactly how many steps she must take.
2 steps to the right and tip. Right arm up, tip.
It's a good performance.
Brain-Jitsu.
And but for a lack of speed across the floor, their time of 1 minute 34 would have been even better. As the fastest to tip all 6 barrels, it's Steady Sahar and Ben who set off first to find their numbers, with the others following at 5-second intervals. Here's what our Brainees are looking for. See if you can work out the sum. Remember, the first 2 teams to work it out will go through to the next level. Sahar and Ben are the first to gong, followed by Awa and Kirstin, with Sam and Liviu bringing up the rear. But do the numbers add up? 9 times 2 minus 6 equals 12. That looks good. In fact, all our teams have found the right answer. But as the last to finish, it's Sam and Liviu who must now battle it out to avoid elimination in the...
Stare off.
With just 1 green belt up for grabs, both Brainees must use all their powers of focus to fight the urge to blink. The first to falter will be eliminated. And it's Liviu who goes from think to blink. While Super Sam's staring skills have brought him a step closer to that elusive black belt, the only thing Liviu's now staring at is elimination.
Walk of eternal regret.
After the brain training, I felt pretty confident, but it all fell down when we were doing the sum. We didn't communicate well enough, and we should have worked more quickly.
So, with 4 levels to go, it's Sam, Ben, Kirstin, Sahar and Awa who line up for their green belts.
Sahar was better in the task than she was in the training because he wasn't doing the instructions I was.
Actually, I hate to admit it, but Ben was actually very good at giving instructions.
Brain-Jitsu.
Level 4. Blue belt.
This 4th level requires our Brainees to master a primitive part of the brain called the amygdala, the area that responds to threat. Remember the last time you felt afraid or panicky? Maybe that time you were about to take a really crucial penalty. Well, that feeling was triggered by the old amygdala. Now, stress can make you lose focus. Fact. Which is why my Brainees must train to keep their emotions under control.
Room
of mental nourishment.
We're back in the room of mental nourishment, and it's time for our 5 remaining green belt holders to overcome their fear and stay focused.
Form a circle, pass the disgusting drink around the circle, only passing it on when you have said a different word ending in the letter D. After 1 minute, the brainy holding the drink has to drink it.
But hey, drink what? Cod liver oil. Our Brainees get cracking.
Dead.
But
Wicked. Farted.
Bed.
And before long, they're passing round that glass as rapidly as a ninja performing backflips.
Pooed.
Good work, Brainees.
Food.
There's the gong, and it's Our who's left holding the drink. But she takes it on the chin and bravely knocks back the glass of gloop.
What does a drink taste like?
Coddy.
Time for a training tip.
Concentrate. Try to blank out the time and fear of the drink to avoid panicking.
I don't get that.
Basically, it means that you got to concentrate more, but don't think of how fast the time's going or the fear of the drink. So avoid the panicking, basically.
Exactly, Sam. You see, by keeping your emotions under control, it'll help you focus in almost any pressure situation, like dreaded exams, for example.
Clapped. Planted.
Walloped.
Once again, our Brainees are doing a great job of keeping their amygdalas under control. Except for brave Our, who's beginning to hesitate. Is the memory of that drink getting in the way of her concentration, I wonder?
Painted.
Dumped.
There's the second gong, and this time it's Super Sam who has to sample the slimy slop.
3, 2, 3.
Isn't cod liver oil meant to be good for you?
It's meant to cure red spots, I think.
Sorry. Based on that training, I think Our might be eliminated.
I drank it, didn't I?
So, will brave Our recover from the taste of that cod liver oil in time to find our focus? Or will Ben's prediction come true? It's time to find out as our 5 are challenged to overcome their fear once again.
Creepy crawly word grab.
This level, real test of mind over matter for Brainees, and will push them to really overcome their fear. Underneath the creepy crawlies lie an assortment of letters worth different points. Brainees have just 1 minute to plunge hands into tank and pick out up to 7 letters each. They then have a further minute to make higher scoring word they can.
To do well, my Brainees must block out the signals coming from their amygdala and ignore the creepy crawlies. The quicker they combat their fear, the more time they'll have to pick out the high-scoring letters.
Underneath this pile of cockroaches are an extra 5 golden letters. If our Brainees manage to use one in their word, they'll double their score.
What is it? That's fine. That's easy. They're all trying to get out.
Brave words from Ben. By telling himself over and over that the cockroaches pose no threat, he's doing a great job of keeping his fear at bay. There's the gong, and straight off, Our looks to be in a bit of a panic. Kirstin, on the other hand, looks as cool as a sea cucumber. Holy karaoke! Sam's found one of the golden letters. If he can use it in a word, he'll double his score. The minute's up. Our Brainees now have another minute to make the highest scoring word they can from their letters. For all her early panic, Ours still managed to pluck out several letters. I don't think you'll find that in the dictionary. See if you can make a word from the anagram that's on the screen now. There's the final gong. How have our Brainees done?
Titch.
A quick check in the dictionary, and that's a whopping 16 points for Super Sam.
Sawyer.
That's 7 points for Fearless Ben.
Pet.
5 points for Cool Kirstin.
Repel.
A respectable 8 points for Steady Sahar.
Quite.
And a quite lovely 13 points for Brave Hour. And so it's Cool Kirstin who must hand over her brain belt and leave the dojo.
Walk of eternal regret.
I think it went wrong because I chose the wrong letters, so I ended up getting a short word and I ran out of time.
So, with 3 levels to go, those who use their craniums to conquer the cockroaches are duly rewarded with their blue belts.
I didn't get very good letters, so I just had to think of any random word and hope it was a word.
I've been scared of insects all of my life. I can feel them crawling all over me. Can I go now?
Brain-Jitsu. Brainy, not so brainy.
Who's the clever clogs and whose brain needs a lot more training? Emails, internet, brain training, computer games, none of which would be possible without John Vincent Atanasoff, who invented the first ever electronic digital computer back in 1937. www.computerboffintastic.com. Now, back in 1988, another electronic boffin called Robert Morris created the first computer virus and had the bright idea of releasing it onto the internet as a harmless experiment. Problem was, his little virus quickly grew out of control, causing millions of computers to crash worldwide and costing the US government alone over $10 million. Now that is what I call a bad day at the office. Brainy John Atanasoff. Not so brainy Robert Morris.
Brain-Jitsu.
Tension in Brain-Jitsu dojo mounting. Now just 4 young hopeful remain to compete under watchful eye of Shihan. Super Sam, winner of 3 levels so far.
You just don't want to lose now.
Brave Hour. Steady Sahar, dark horse of group.
I hope I've done enough to sort of get to the end.
And Fearless Ben.
I think I'm ready now to beat everyone else.
Only 2 Brainees will make final showdown. Table of supreme focus. Where must move ball with power of mind. Brain-Jitsu black brain belt is within their grasp. It's time for level 5. Red Bolt!
Now, if you're learning how to ride a half-pipe on a BMX bike, then you might be interested to know that your new hobby is doing wonders for your old grey matter, exercising both the thinking part of the brain, the cerebrum, and the doing part, the cerebellum. You see, doing new things increases the flow of blood into your head, which keeps your brain cells topped up with the oxygen they need to perform at their best. So, in level 5, my Brainees are going to be challenged to learn new skills. Now, you can speed up how quickly the brain takes in new stuff. And this is what our Brainees are going to train for now.
Room of mental nourishment.
It's our Brainees' 4th visit to the Room of Mental Nourishment, where they'll be training their brains in how to learn new skills.
Brain training. Spin the drumsticks between your fingers for as long as possible.
That's easy, I'm a drummer.
In that case, Ben, there should be no excuses. While most of our Brainees start twirling those drumsticks as skillfully as a troop of majorettes, Sam's having a spot of bother.
I can't do a proper. This is tiring. I need more crisp energy in me.
Yeah.
Now that hour is the most feeble excuse I've ever heard. Nice twirling from Ben, but Sam's still struggling.
I give up.
Oh dear, time for a training tip.
Be confident in yourself. Look in the mirror and tell yourself you can do it.
Well, I look good.
It might seem weird telling yourself that you're wonderful, but self-confidence really can help the brain to master new skills.
So you can do it, twiddle, twisty, turny thingy. I don't know.
Where the brain's concerned, there's no such word as can't.
You can twiddle as much as the mighty twiddler of Gordon Twiddler himself.
I am the best. I can get the black belt. I am the best at everything.
That's the spirit, Ben. You big yourself up.
That's how you do it.
I can do it. I can beat the boys.
You will win. I love the twiddling. You look really nice and you smell gorgeous. Oh, mighty gracious one. Oh, I've been going for a long time, actually.
You see, Sam, there's nothing like a bit of self-confidence when tackling a new skill.
I know where you live. Person who I think is going to eliminated next, I reckon, will probably could be... Oh, again, sorry. Well, King of Fiddlesticks, or whatever you call yourself. I can fiddle more than you. And think about yourself, man. You dropped the stick so many times.
So, will Super Sam's super new twiddling skills set him up for another task win? Will Brave Hour's newfound confidence give her the edge? Only time will tell as our four now put their brain training to the test.
Quick, don't drip.
Brainee must use training to keep clear head and steady hand to carry water across obstacle course, spilling as little as possible. There is trampoline to glide over, seesaw to deal with, and stairs to climb. But blue belt holders also racing against clock, and the faster their time, the more points they can add to their total. Brainee with lower score will be eliminated.
The tip for my Brainees for this next task is to remain calm and think positive thoughts. Giving in to frustration will only lessen their focus and slow them up.
The she-hand fills the bowls and the tension begins to mount. But which of our four Brainees will best use their confidence training to master this tricky new skill? First up is Super Sam. Ooh, but that's some precious water gone already. Sam's certainly fast, but in sacrificing steadiness for speed, is he making a big mistake? A few more drops lost on the steps. And there's the gong, so how's he done? Brainees get a point for every unit of water saved and further bonus points for speed, from 3 points for the quickest to 0 for the slowest. With 18 units of water left, that's 18 points for Sam, but we'll have to wait to discover if he's picked up any bonus points for speed. Next up, it's Fearless Ben. A little spill there right at the start. And a lot more lost there on the trampoline. And as the seesaw strikes, Ben's losing more water than a sumo in a sauna. So, how much liquid has he left? That's 16 units, which means 16 points. It's now Steady Sahar's turn. But that's most definitely not a steady start. That mini tsunami aside, this is still a confident performance from Sahar. Or should that be Sahara? Because that bowl's looking almost as dry as a desert. And 19 units of water means 19 points. Last to go is Brave Hour. Will she remember her training and stay positive? Again, a little leak at the start there. But then her training does indeed kick in. With the thinking part and the doing part of Hour's brain working in perfect harmony, she's literally racing across the course. One more spillage with the end in sight. And Hour's home and very dry. With 21 points for all that saved water and a good chance of bonus points, surely Hour's done enough. Let's find out. Finishing in 39 seconds, Super Sam was the second fastest, bringing him 2 bonus points. Added to his 18 points for those 18 units of saved water, that gives him a total of 20. Finishing in 57 seconds, Ben was slowest, which means nothing to add to his total of 16 points. Steady Sahar picked up 1 bonus point for her time, giving her a total of 20 points. While Hour, with a time of 37 seconds, picked up the maximum 3 bonus points, giving her a total of 24. Which means that it's fearless Ben who's eliminated and must leave the dojo.
Walk of eternal regret.
I'm very disappointed to be out at this stage because I was very close and I really wanted to get the black belt. But yeah, I think I got quite far, so I'm happy.
So, with 2 levels to go, that just leaves Sam, Sahar and Hour to stand proud in red.
Some kids said I'm going to be out, but I'm not, and they're out instead.
Yeah, I'm happy because now I'm in the same final.
Ben's gone. I've got no rival now.
Brain-Jitsu.
Level 6, Roll bolt!
It's this level which will decide which 2 of my remaining Brainees will go on to battle it out
for the black belt.
Now, imagine you're a gymnast. Not only do you have your routine to remember, but you've got to keep in time to the music. And you've got a load of people watching you. It's remembering stuff like this under pressure that level 6 is all about. It centres around 3 areas of the brain. The seeing part, the occipital lobes, the memory part, the temporal lobes, and the movement part, the cerebellum. To the max.
Room of mental nourishment.
Our 3 surviving Brainees are back in the room of mental nourishment, this time for some memory training.
Brain training. Memorise the sequence of objects. Oh no,
What is this called?
it's a gnome.
You could hear a grain of rice drop as our Brainees focus on the objects, their temporal lobes working overtime.
Finished.
Off you go then, Hour.
Chicken, mouse, bell, gnome, toilet, egg, hammer, wand, Eiffel Tower, glasses, a poison bottle, cabbage, crocodile, roast chicken, and that's it.
That's a pretty good effort. Can Sam do as well?
But I ain't gonna get anything. I can't remember my own name from time to time.
Hey, young Samuel, that's enough of that. In Brain-Jitsu, there's no such word as can't.
Roast chicken, frog, crocodile, pot of crackers, glass of water, empty bowl. That's it. What did I miss? Oh,
You missed the mouse, the bell, the gnome, the toilet.
You missed pretty much everything, yeah.
Yeah, time for a training tip.
Create a story linking the objects together.
Try the tip and change them all into a different order.
Memory training like this isn't just great for the brain, it's also very useful. Next time you're out and about, create a story from all the street names in your area and see if you can remember them all. Sitting comfortably.
There once was a gnome who was a secret magician with a wand. He had poison, eyeballs, and even frogs. Sat on the loo with a fried egg. Ew.
Did you want to get through because you're quite good and you remember things quickly? I'm not sure if I might go because I don't remember things a lot in the right order.
I think that the tip worked, and that's really going to help me in the next task more than the other ones.
So, will Steady Sahar's lack of confidence be a downfall? And will that training tip help Super Sam? Only time will tell as our final three put their memory training to the test for one of 2 brown brain belts and a place on the table of supreme focus.
Super Memory Dizzy Dash.
A Brainee is a spin around on dizzy wheel, total of 10 times, while using all power of focus to memorize 5 images in front of them. Then must race against clock to cross balancing beam and collect exact opposite of those images from 10 hanging above them. If Brainee remember seeing sun, then must pick moon. When happy they have arranged images in correct order, must hit gong to make clock stop.
My tip for the Brainees is to keep focused on the main objective and use their training to link the 5 images together.
Time to spin. As our final 3 brave the dizzy wheel, will their memory training help them to remember the images and ignore the effects of being spun round like tadpoles in a tornado? First up is Sam. Don't forget, our Brainees must fight the dizziness and pick out the opposite images of the ones they saw on the wheel. So, here are the images that Sam saw, and here are their opposites. Has Sam remembered his training and linked those pictures together? I don't think he wants that monkey. For every image Sam gets wrong, there's a 5-second penalty. The Brainee with the slowest time will be eliminated from the dojo. There's the gong, and with those 2 mistakes, Sam will have a nervous wait to see how the others perform. Next to spin is Steady Sahar, lacking in confidence after her last training session. But she's made a good start, plucking down those first couple of images in no time. But what's this? Suffering sumos, Sahar's having a complete mental block. Come on, Sahar, work those temporal lobes. So far, so good. But oh dear, that looks like 15 seconds worth of penalties to me. Last to go is Brave Hour. Steady there. Don't forget, as well as trying to remember the images, our Brainees are racing against the clock, and ours definitely dawdling. There's the gong, but with those 2 mistakes, has our done enough? With 2 penalties to add to his time of 1 minute 19, Sam finished in 1 minute 29 seconds. Steady Sahar picked up 3 penalties, giving her a time of 1 minute 48. And even though Brave Hour only picked up 2 penalties added to her time of 1 minute 57, that still gives her a final time of 2 minutes 7 seconds. So, it's Sam and Sahar who remain in, and Brave Hour who goes out.
Walk of Eternal Regret.
I think my time was slow because I was confused and I was dizzy. I'm feeling quite upset because I didn't think I was going to win, but I didn't think I was going to lose as well.
So, with just 1 level to go, that leaves Sam and Sahar to don their brown brain belts in preparation for the final showdown.
I did not expect that. I'm so happy.
I've got what it takes now. I want that black belt so much. It's as if I can see it with my name on it.
Brain-Jitsu.
8 young hopeful arrived at Brain Training Dojo to fight for Brain-Jitsu Black Brain Belt. As training got tougher, so Brainees fell by wayside. Some lack focus, others confidence, Now, just 2 remain. Super Sam, winner of 3 levels so far. And Steady Sahar, who hung in there and has shown her mental toughness. But who will use brain training to the max to win last challenge? Level 7, Black Belt!
So, this is it. Between my 2 remaining Brainees and the Black Belt stands Brain-Jitsu's ultimate challenge, a mental duel that is head-to-head in every sense. The battlefield? A table, but not just any table. For this, my friends, is the table of supreme focus, where our 2 Brainees will attempt to move a ball across the table using only the power of their mind. By getting this far, they've already demonstrated mental control under many different types of pressure. But now they must learn to focus their minds by entering a state of total calm. To prepare them, my 2 finalists will need to get into the zone.
Room of mental nourishment.
In this, their final visit to the room of mental nourishment, our last 2 Brainees are about to train in how to stay focused no matter what's happening around them.
Mentally prepare yourself for the final task. Don't let the sounds put you off.
So, our 2 finalists must block out the noises and concentrate only on finding their focus.
Is that a pig?
But instead of focusing, our Brainees seem more interested in having a chat. It's hard to know whether Sam is trying to block out the sound of those pigs or Sahar. Time for a tip.
Visualise and focus on somewhere you feel happy and calm.
That's more like it, Brainees.
In order to make me feel calm, I just stared forward and basically thought of winning the black belt. It made me feel comfortable.
So, will Super Sam realise his black belt dream? Or will it be Steady Sahar who comes out on top? Let's find out.
Table of supreme focus.
Rules are simple. Each Brainee must push ball to the opponent's end of table using only power of mind. Sensors in Brainees' headbands measure brainwaves. This is converted into electrical signal, which moves ball. More focused mind, stronger signal, and faster ball will travel. See how Brainees are doing on this readout. 2 lines represent each player's brainwaves. Lower the line, more concentrated their mind.
To make sure this is the test of all tests, our Brainees must win the best of 3 rounds. So, this is the big one. Our 2 finalists must use all their brain training to enter their zone of absolute focus. This is the reason they came to the dojo. This is the moment they've been training for. Sam is first to get the ball rolling, but almost immediately Sahar pushes him back. You can see from the lines on the readout just how little there is between them. But then Sam's green line suddenly goes all over the place, his focus clearly gone. It's 1-0, and Sam will have to dig deep and call on all his training if he's to turn this around. Round 2. This time it's Sahar who's quickest out of the blocks, her lower black line showing that she's focusing the better of the 2. What's more, there's no let up. Sahar quickly finishing the job. That's it, it's all over, and it's Sahar who's come out on top to prove herself a true master of the mind and worthy winner of the black belt of Brain-Jitsu.
I'm so happy. I didn't expect it. I'm so relieved it's over, but I'm so glad.
But glory for one brings disappointment for another, and although he battled valiantly, Super Sam must now leave the dojo.
Walk of eternal regret.
I think the reason was basically that I had more worries in my head, and Sahar may have been clear of worries. But I thought I had a good chance because I'm lazy and I like to relax. I'm gutted to lose.
What a display of focus from steady Sahar. Up against the toughest of opponents, this determined young Brainee refused to buckle under the mental strain. And when the pressure mounted, it was Sahar who was able to call on all her training and grab that black brain belt.
The way I moved the ball was the same as I used in the training. I thought feathers and the right place and sort of calm thing. A lesson I've learnt from all this has been not to doubt myself, that I can really do it, and that to always think positive, because deep down now I know I can do something.
Our journey has come to an end. Another Brainee has proven themselves worthy to wear the Brain-Jitsu black belt. But while Brain-Jitsu might represent the most extreme form of brain training, its philosophy can be shared by all. Each and every one of you has it in your power to grow your mind. All it takes is dedication and practice. This has been